Welcome to Day One Patch, episode 31. I'm Ryan Johnson. I am your host. With me, I have Adriano Petty,
Hello.
Martin Isaacs,
Hello.
Matt Lawrence,
Hello.
and return guest Aaron Gallagher,
Hello.
Unfortunately.
all the way from Welland, representing. If you can represent Welland, I don't know. That pizza was good, though.
Damn fine pizza.
What?
It's a damn fine pizza.
Damn big pizza, too. That was
Big
huge.
pizza.
We're going to start off with what we're playing, and Aaron, go ahead.
Not a whole lot. I've been pretty dry this last week for games. Just basically kind of seeing what people have been playing multiplayer and then jumping in, trying to keep social. So that's basically just a little bit of Red Dead here and there, a little bit of Call of Duty here and there.
Well, you're still waiting on your Humble Bundle.
I got those yesterday, but since coming back to town here, I've been away from my home computer, so I gotta wait, till like next Tuesday, Wednesday before I'll actually be able to activate them and get playing them.
Oh, so you're still here for a bit?
Yep,
Okay, cool. You tried to Last of Us multiplayer.
I did.
Did you enjoy that?
It's early to call simply because I'm pretty sloppy with the PlayStation controls, and considering I've never played The Last of Us before, the controls for that were just as sloppy. So I didn't do very well. I got like a couple kills, a couple takedowns, but mostly I just kept getting my face bashed in.
Nice.
But now, Aaron, you told me that you watched the entire gameplay and story, like cinematics and cutscenes and stuff, of The Last of Us.
Yeah.
So you ruined the experience for yourself.
Well, I mean,
I fucked it up.
I'm never gonna get a PlayStation 3, and there's so much hype over the game. I figured, I might as well see what makes this game like a contender for Game of the Year.
Okay, well, now without playing it, did you get maybe like the same feeling that most of us got upon completing it?
It might not have been like as an emotional of a attachment to the characters.
Yeah.
But like I still I like appreciated all the cutscenes and like how everything looked, the way the game played, like the attention to detail.
And what did you think about the ending?
No
Don't say anything.
spoilers,
Don't say anything.
please.
Just what did you think about it? Like was it good? Was it bad?
You guys aren't going to be playing it, right?
Yeah, I plan on playing it when it's on the PSN.
We don't want to ruin the experience for anyone. It's such a beautiful game that I don't want anyone to actually ruin it. But did you like the ending at least?
It wasn't bad. It's hard to say how it should end, really. Like you can't say, oh, the way they did it wasn't as good as another alternate ending. Like
although weren't they supposed to release like an alternate ending at GamesCom?
I saw a screenshot for that alternate ending, or like a concept.
It was
teaser.
Tess like killing some dude.
Yeah. Matt, you would have really spoiled it if Ryan asked you to.
What's that?
If Ryan asked you about the ending, you would have just talked about it.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
You
spoilers, man.
Because you don't have it, and I didn't think you wanted to play it. I didn't know.
Well,
we all want to play
You
it.
don't have a PS3.
We all want to play
eventually.
it.
I only have a PS3.
Adriano's even said like if that Gaikai like service ever gets up on the PS4,
Yeah.
you have access to all the PS3 games.
I'm gonna need to
Look
play
at this
Metal Gear 4
library
with
of
that.
stuff I have here.
Or you could borrow them. Yeah.
I would honestly just treat it like they do The Walking Dead. If you don't watch it when it airs, then it's unfortunate, but I'm going to spoil it.
But no,
Well, I mean,
we
you
have
can't,
to have
you
like
can't
a
do that to the
spoiled-
listeners here.
Games and shows are like different levels.
I do yell spoiler alert.
You can't play a game in an hour.
But okay, Matt, you have completed it
I just completed it yesterday.
without spoiling anything.
Without spoiling anything.
Did you like the game?
So the ending? No.
Yeah.
It was very good. The beginning was too slow, in my opinion.
I think it was meant to be though.
It kind of lets you absorb everything, but
Yeah,
at
it was
the
kind
same
of
time,
it was. I think it was trying to establish like how drab and kind of dark the world is now.
But my thing is, like, okay, so the first scene when you're playing as his daughter, that's cool. Then when it goes to the next like act, if you will, that's also cool. The beginning, but then it almost like went so slow that I felt like it was going slowly just to prolong the game.
Because you took a while to get through it. Yeah.
Because like I almost felt like it was just going through the motions of a game. Like, oh look, slow part, action part, that. But then once I got to this one really cool part, I'll just say what it is. So you like step on a trap and you get flipped upside down, and you're shooting all the zombies or whatever. All the
Clickers.
infected. You're shooting infected. Like, come on, you know you do that.
There's zombies? I didn't know.
But you're shooting the zombies or whatever.
I thought this was a kart racer.
That part on, I started playing it like crazy, so I beat it.
And what did you think of the ending? Good or bad? That's all I want to hear, audio.
Bad.
Bad ending.
Are you surprised that he said that? It's Matt Lawrence.
I
Okay,
guess
no,
so.
wait, one sec. Let me.
Whoa.
May I make a comment without giving spoilers away?
Try.
I like the ending, like where they ended up and all whatever.
Okay.
I dislike the character choice.
Okay.
That's all I said.
Now I don't think you're supposed to. I don't think you're supposed to.
Supposed to like the choice. I don't think so.
I'll text you once the show's over.
Do you think it would have been like better critically received if like say at the ending you made like a choice where it was like, you know, like push X to go with choice A or push square to go with choice B?
No, because then it's Mass Effect.
I don't know. See,
it's
I don't
not
know.
that detailed.
I think that ruins it. I think they're telling you a story, and
true.
I think I honestly
you don't
like,
want to have to make that choice at the end, right?
Yeah, and when I finished the game, I honestly had to just kind of sit back for a bit and just like, kind of absorb what kind of happened.
We're talking about shooting zombies.
Okay, we'll get off it though.
I one more comment though. What's really cool about the game? No.
Okay, we're not talking about it.
No, not story. This is just game and play mechanics. What I really liked about the game was, I found myself playing it like you could almost play it in some scenes like a movie. So like you would be spotted, and then you could quickly react enough to even run to the next area and slam a door in the enemy's face so that they couldn't get through. Like it wasn't like Call of Duty or something where it's like you can't open this door until all the enemies are dead.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you made a mistake, you could even correct it by doing that.
Well, if I remember correctly, there's some spots in the game where it's like almost impossible to get through an area without like having everything like claw at your back.
That's actually one complaint is sometimes people are too. So like I walk behind a guy, he's like, "There he is." I'm like, "What?" And then the other time I like in front of him, and he's like, "Where the fuck did he go?" I'm like,
It's like
okay.
shooting someone with an arrow in Skyrim.
Yeah,
I thought I heard something. It must have been my imagination.
Well, it's really cool with the arrows and stuff in that game is because like I showed a guy, he's like, "Fuck, there he is," and because he's like disoriented, he like points to a random area. So all these guys are shooting at an area where I'm not even at. So I'm like, okay, now I know where everyone else is. So just pull out the bow and start shooting at them. So
Yeah, I think the one part I noticed that was in the winter.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
You like shoot a guy and he's like, "There the fuck he is," and you're way over there.
Although there was a blizzard though. I mean, you can't really
Yeah,
see.
fair enough. But I mean, like it's cool that they did that.
But we'll move on before we destroy anything for.
So
Marty
the ending of the
and
game.
Adriano. Marty, what are you playing?
I'm still playing Red Dead Redemption. Loving it. Taking my time. I think yesterday
Don't take too much time.
Yesterday I
It's a long
sat
game.
there and played poker for 2 hours.
Oh,
That is a lot of time.
Yeah.
Man, the amount of time I've spent playing poker in various video games, like I gotta get my poker achievements
Far
in
Cry
Red
3.
Dead, Far Cry, Dead
Yeah.
Rising. What else is there? There's got to be more.
There's more. The one thing I forgot that I loved about this game was when there was a storm, like the weather effects, it would just start pouring rain and there was thunder and lightning.
Mhm.
Badass in Red Dead. So it rained today, so I had a good time.
Oddly
love-
enough, I find the game with the most like best sounding thunder, I think, was Minecraft.
Yeah, actually.
Really?
That's
Yeah,
true.
like you
I don't even-
expect
I
it to
don't
be like these
recognize
big
it.
open world games that have like cool sounding thunder, but I've like played Minecraft with Turtle Beaches on, and like it just booms in your ears, and it sounds good, but you're not expecting that game to be, you know, the best for its audio.
Yeah.
Awesome sunset in Minecraft as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Is this really good? Nice?
The thunder and lightning in Red Dead, it broke my Xbox. Like it was too much for the graphics card, so that's the first time my Xbox read.
Really?
Yeah. And then like went to a cutscene, came back, and like the sky was purple.
Ooh.
So like maybe I should reset this, and then just red ringed.
The cool thing about it, though, is I could see the thunder and lightning, or I could see the lightning in the distance before there was even raining on me. So the storm was coming my way. It was badass.
That's cool. That is cool.
Do you do a lot of the hunting and stuff like that?
Yep, right away. That's why I've been
The old
progressed so
lightning.
far. Yep. I like when when you're scavenging for flowers. Come here, you little cutie. he says that he's just getting a flower.
You eat babies.
Yeah. So yeah, Red Dead.
Adriano, what are you playing?
Haven't started anything new. I'm still grinding away at Castlevania 3 on the NES. I really want to finish that game before I start school. But I've also been playing a fuckload. Don't judge me. A fuckload of Mario Kart Wii.
Oh, well. Okay.
Because since my niece was born this week, me and my brother, my parents have had my nephew over. Like he's been staying with us a lot, so he always wants to play something. And Mario Kart is like one of the few games I have in my library that he can actually, that's good for his age and that he can actually play. And because he has to use the wheel, because he's using the wheel, I have to use the wheel. He won't let me use the controller, so I have gone pretty fluid with that wheel. But yeah.
I know my cousin. She's 8. All she wants to play is Super Mario Bros. U and Flower on the PS3.
Yeah.
That's all she'll play.
That's weird, man.
I don't know. I'd rather have a kid ask me to play that than be like, let's go play the newest Call of Duty.
Like I've played Gears of War with my young cousins.
And he doesn't get it.
stomping
Like he thinks that the Wii system is Mario Kart. Like he doesn't get that it's on a disc.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, well, we like Matthew, what else do you want to play? Like we play this so many times. How about we play like? He's like, do you have another Mario Kart game? I'm like, yeah, but you can't use the wheel. You have to use the controller. And he's just like, he doesn't get it.
Oh,
He just doesn't comprehend it.
Yeah.
Should get him some Skylanders.
Disney Infinity.
There you go.
Disney. I want to get into Disney Infinity. If I had a budget, I'd get into that.
Those are Incredibles, right?
Well, the Pirates of the Caribbean one.
No.
I just want to be Tomb Raider, drive around.
Did I hear that they added
A Big Daddy.
Darth Vader.
no, what was that Johnny Depp movie that just came out?
Lone Ranger.
Lone Ranger.
The Lone Ranger's always there. Like it was always in development.
For Infinity?
Yeah, because when they started it last.
Did they know the movie flopped?
Well, when they started it, they anticipated the movie being somewhat a success.
Yeah.
So, but the code's already written in there, like it's going to be out.
Do you think we're gonna see like a bunch of like Marvel and like Star Wars in that game?
Probably.
Within the
I-
next couple of
eventually.
years?
I don't want Disney to do anything with Star Wars except the movies.
What are
Well,
they?
they're not gonna do that.
I don't
though.
want them in Infinity. I'm sorry.
May I have an explanation of what Infinity is?
Infinity is it's
Infinite.
it's a 2-mode game where what you do, you buy a little play sets, a little board that's attached to your system.
Much like Skylanders.
And so you buy these pieces, like you buy Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow, or you buy the Incredibles, and everything is a game. Like it's their adventure. It's their 4 or 5 hour campaign, and you put it on your board, and it unlocks that board for that game. And then so that's like the story mode. And then so you can like remove your Incredible ones and put in your Jack Sparrow one, and it unlocks like a Pirates of the Caribbean game.
It's using NFC, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's an open world game,
Okay.
every single one, and then anything you unlock from your adventure, your story mode, can be used in what's called a toy box mode, where you get to create your own games and you get to create your own world.
Because I knew it was like characters and kind of like Skylanders, but I just didn't know what it actually was.
And then there's like also like power discs. Like you can also buy discs separately to give you like new assets.
Is it multiplayer?
Yeah, you can do you can do online, I think.
Maybe we should all get it.
Yeah, so like Ryan, as a big Star Wars fan, is there no appeal to you that you could create a big open world Star Wars game potentially in the future?
It depends on how good it is. I don't know.
The Yoda Chronicles.
I don't know. Okay, let's go on to apps with Marty.
Ooh, apps with Marty.
Yep.
Apps with Marty. Apps with Marty.
Thank you, Aaron. Here we go.
Little duet.
Yeah.
We needed some harmonies there. You guys were supposed to chime in.
So today I will be talking about. Sorry, I forgot the name of the title here. Gotta let it load. It's made by Sega. It is a Sonic game. I believe it's called Sonic Dash. It's kind of a copy of like an endless runner, much like. What the hell are you doing?
What the fuck are you doing over there?
Matt was battling an
I
insect.
was battling a spider.
I didn't even see it, so it just looks like a
Bug.
blank wall. You just fucking a blank wall.
There's this tiny little bug just crawling towards Matt. Matt's frantically trying to flick it away. It just keeps getting closer.
Did you win?
Yeah, he died.
Okay.
What is the one game called where it's just an endless runner? And
Temple Run?
Temple Run?
Temple Run. There we go. It's pretty much Temple Run with a Sonic skin.
So it's shit.
It's not shit. It's not bad actually. You're collecting rings just like in any other Sonic game, and you just swipe to the left or you
Wait, hang on.
swipe.
Does Sonic just copy like other games?
I feel
I'm pretty
like
sure there's a Sonic doodle jump kind of game.
there might be. That sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, that makes sense actually.
Yeah.
You swipe to the left, you swipe to the right. You swipe down to roll underneath objects. You jump over objects. There's power ups you can collect. What else can you do? You can do like a dash, so you can smash through different objects. It feels like a Sonic game. It's not just a direct copy of Temple Run. There's different power ups you can get. The one problem with this though is it's free to play, so there's a shit ton of microtransactions. As soon as you boot up the game, it'll ask you if you want to buy more rings, which is the in-game currency. And then it directs you to the store where you can use real money to buy rings. Also, there's ads all over the place. every time you transition into a different menu, an ad will pop up before you do so. It's really annoying to use. There's multiple characters, but you have to buy them with the in-game currency, or you can spend money to unlock them right away.
So, how much is like the lowest pack for in-game currency? Like, how many rings are you spending?
All right, let's bring up the shop. If it would work.
You have to watch an ad.
Yeah. Oh yes. No, never mind. I'll talk about that later. But to buy some rings, here we go. You can spend $4 to get 30 rings. That'll get you about halfway to a new character.
So $8.
$8, yeah. Or you can buy the. Let's see if. Oh no, it's buying something. Or you can get the $15 bundle, which is 150 red rings, so you could pretty much buy all the characters.
But can you use your in-game currency to buy things?
Eventually, yeah, you can work your way up. There's a few power-ups where you have to spend real money, unfortunately. They do offer a couple things to unlock some free rings. You can follow them on Twitter, you can like on Facebook, or you can watch this sponsored video. And if you try to back out of the video, it won't give you the rings, which I tried to do. I tried to cheat the system. It's a decent game. You don't really feel as fast as Sonic's been in other games, if you know what I mean. Oh, there's an ad. A video ad.
Does it have kick-ass music at least?
You want to hear the music? It's not kick-ass.
Okay, then don't even bother.
Okay. It's not even good Sonic music. It doesn't change much. It just loops that.
What is Sonic Team doing?
I can't even see if it's picking that up, wonder.
There, that better?
Hopefully it's in there.
Oh, whatever. Just use your imagination. But you don't feel fast. That's my big problem with this game is you have to, since it's an endless runner, you got to sit here for like a good 20 minutes before it gets as fast as Sonic should be.
That's the criticism of the new console Sonic game.
Yeah.
You can actually like walk around and like you can go move slower if you want to, and it's like
he moves too slow. That's my problem with this.
Gotta go fast.
But it's okay. It's free, and if you want to spend real money, you're gonna love it because there's lots to do with your money. But I guess I can recommend this if you're looking for an endless runner. If not, just go get Temple Run 2, or the Brave Temple Run, or all the other iterations of Temple Run that there are. But check it out, Sonic Dash. It's free on iOS, but I wouldn't recommend it. Thumbs down this week, people.
Is that a new app or is that old?
That's new. It's what's hot on the,
Okay.
the iOS page.
Oh my goodness.
Now, Marty, would your opinion change if the microtransactions weren't a part of the equation there?
And all those ads too, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess so. But not really. It's just not that fun to play.
Gotcha.
You're not fast enough.
All right, thank
Apps
you.
with
There you go.
Marty. There we went.
Okay, our first story on the list is the Humble Bundle. We talked about this last week, I think. Did we talk about the Humble Bundle?
No,
I
we
don't
did
know.
not.
I was probably asleep.
Well, we talked about it earlier this podcast with Aaron. So basically, what the Humble Bundle is like, it's a separate company, right? It's not.
Yeah.
It's like a little.
EA has nothing to do with it, really,
No.
right?
They
Just
just volunteered to be like,
Yeah, so like a couple games went up. What was it? Battlefield 3, Dead Space 3,
1,
and
2, Burnout.
oh, Dead Space 1 and 2. Yeah.
And 3.
Medal of Honor.
No, 3 wasn't part
Yeah,
of it, I don't think.
Medal of
Medal of
Honor.
Honor. Sims 3. With
So,
expansion.
you got and if you spend an average of like $4.36
Yeah,
or something like
something
that,
weird.
you'd get like Battlefield and The Sims plus a couple expansion packs.
Yeah. And basically, what they donate to charities, and you can choose like how much of the money that you donate, which you get to choose how much. You can choose all the way from like $5 to like however much you want. So it's pretty cool, and the good list of games this time, and they've had 1 million sales, and in under 36 hours they've reached $5 million.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
So that's pretty good, especially for charity. I personally donated $25. I didn't want to do the lowest one. Well, you're getting a lot of good games. I mean,
I think I did a penny over the average just to get the extra games.
Yeah, I'm as a student, I don't have a whole lot of spare
Yeah, I
money to
understand.
throw around. If I had a job, I might have donated a little more than the bare minimum. But
The heck with that.
This is actually the first time I actually heard about the Humble Bundle.
I've been keeping an eye on it like recently. This is the first time where something's really struck me as I should really get this.
What
This
about
is a
THQ pack?
fantastic
That
game.
was fantastic.
What was that one?
The THQ pack was like Saints Row the Third. I think it had Metro, had like a bunch of other stuff. Those are the two biggies though in it.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was good.
I think I had a friend tell me about that, but then I just forgot to end up looking into it. So
It was THQ's last straw before they died.
I think you still can take advantage of the Humble Bundle if you're interested, but it ends soon. I think within 7 days, something like that.
They just
last I
added 2 more
checked.
games to it.
Did they really?
Yeah, you should have got an email from it
I did not.
now, do you get those 2 games if you already bought it, or is it
Yeah.
only?
if you already bought it. As far as I know, I don't know 100%, but I think it's actually closed already. I think the day it closes, they add 2 games always. There are always surprises though.
Do you know what games there were?
I could check right now.
I feel like
Watch
I remember Dead
Dogs.
Space 2 being one of them, an extra game, but I'm not.
I don't
100%
think
on
so.
that.
I know that. Let's just see.
Definitely something EA though.
Well, yeah, they're all going to be on Origin regardless.
Mhm.
So whatever the heck, because it was the Origin pack. Okay, here we go. So 2 games added. They are Red Alert, Command and Conquer Red Alert 3, as well as Red Alert 3 Uprising. That's what
Get
it's
your
called.
facts straight, Matt.
Sorry, Command and Conquer Red Alert 3 Uprising, as well as Populous. I don't know what Populous is.
I don't know what that is either. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
It's free.
Well,
Well, if you bought the Humble Bundle.
yeah. All right, our next story is the PS Vita at Gamescom they announced that it got a price cut to $199. Do you guys think those will move units at all? We talked
50
about this in the
It's
past.
$50 cheaper.
I
Yeah.
might give it a little bit of a push, but
And then they said they're going to work on getting the memory card prices lower.
But it's not as of right now.
I don't think so.
You know what they need? I think we may have discussed this before.
Oh.
Let's sell a PS4, $400. You pay $500, you get a Vita. The controller is going to be like $69.99. Someone's going to be like, "Well, this is another console and a controller with a screen. Let's buy that." It's $40, $30 actually if the controller is $69.99. $30 you get a Vita.
I think the only way that the Vita is going to do well is, and it's impossible because it's just a giant circle of like they don't have any games because no one's developing for it because they're not
Exactly.
selling enough, and they're not selling enough because there's not enough games. And
But if they package it kind of like what Adriano said in the box as a bundle, saying buy PS4, go ahead, $400 or $399 or whatever it is. But you want this package, $500.
I don't think the logic of in the box would apply to the Vita.
Really?
Because that's a whole separate system, and
But it
that's
isn't-
a whole separate like set of games you're investing
But
into.
the thing is, it's kind of. But the reason why I thought it'd work in the box is because Ryan's saying that Ryan's saying that the Vita is dead essentially because of the vicious circle of doesn't have games, people
Yeah.
don't buy, it's too expensive, etc. But if you ship it in box for only that much, you're essentially getting another controller. And right now, Sony's trying to revive it via the PS4 features.
okay,
That's a huge crutch, I think.
yeah, and in your little hypothetical here, is the PS4 still available without the Vita at $399?
Yes. So
Then that would just you might as well not even put the Vita in a bundle because a lot of people wouldn't get that. Why spend your extra $100 to a system most people aren't going to play anyways?
No, but my thing was that the controller is going to be $69.99. So if they actually show that, like they need to advertise, they're like this and this is like this, but you only pay $30 more. You get another console. Maybe you don't want that console, but remote play anywhere in your house for $30 more. That's a good deal.
I think they have to really push that on advertising, but
Now, this
yeah,
isn't
they
a
really have
confirmed-
to
Yeah.
kind of
they
talk
have to
to
push
the-
it. But like I think if you had both, if you had a pyramid of consoles for displays in Best Buy or whatever, and you walk in, it's $399 PS4 with a controller, or $499 PS4 with PS Vita, I think
and a
more-
controller.
and a
think they could
controller.
get
I
it
think
down
more
to
people are going to go for the
$499
$399.
If it was okay, I'm going to tell you the truth. Like right now, because I usually when I buy a console, I usually buy a second controller. If it's $69.99 for a controller, and they do that, like this isn't like a confirmed bundle, like what I'm talking about. It's just theoretical. If they have that bundle, I'll buy another Vita because it's only literally $30 for a Vita.
Yeah, but we can't use you as an example for
Yeah,
most.
you have pretty deep
You are
pockets.
rare.
No, I understand that,
Rare
but like,
big
if
spender.
you advertise it properly, people are going to go
Anomaly.
for it
Yeah, you have to advertise it properly, but like it's not because the
because you're going to get a bunch of free games on the Vita.
yeah, but right
With
now
PSN
right now
Plus.
what the PS4 has on its side right now is the price point.
Oh no, I
So-
understand that, but But think about this: with Xbox, you're paying 500. Is it 500 or 550?
500.
$4.99.
$500 for just the console, one controller, whatever, and then Connect.
I think some of them are being bundled with games.
Because
For what,
of
the
the
PS?
because the ones that are,
Sorry, the Xbox One. I know in Europe it's being bundled with like
Oh,
FIFA.
FIFA,
but I think it
FIFA
might
14
be being,
is coming free with all Xbox Ones. Europe.
was that only in Europe
Which-
or was it?
As
just
of now, it's
Europe.
only in Europe, which makes
Okay.
sense.
I thought I heard something about it being bundled with Battlefield.
No, it
True.
makes sense for the Western countries.
it's for the ones that it's for the countries that
Soccer
weren't
and shooting.
that have the late launch.
Oh,
Like
so
Microsoft's
the-
giving you an apologetic game.
Russia and,
But regardless of which, I mean, if you advertise that, or even better, like, okay, say screw the out of box, so the PS3 is only $399, whatever. You give it
PS4?
when you buy it, it says voucher, like either voucher inside or like whatever, or some sort of voucher that the retailer would give you for a $100 off Vita. So the
That makes more sense.
That would be amazing.
That makes more sense. If you give them a discount incentive, that makes more sense.
People would be like, holy shit.
Yeah. Because I was stuck in a loop like that with Quiznos and EB Games for the longest time. I went to Quiznos, they give me
Quiznos?
a $10 off EB Games for the next EB Games next door. So I go over to EB Games and buy a game. They give me a $2 off Quiznos subs. So I just ended up going back to Quiznos and getting the same coupon. Kept on going back and forth. It took me like a year to get out of that rut.
Really?
Yeah, it was bad. But yeah, you're absolutely right. A coupon incentive, which they wouldn't really do it as a coupon. Like they're not going to let people just walk around with Vita coupons.
It'd be the
It'd
rebate.
be, it'd be an online rebate code.
Or what I was even going to say is have the retailers do it. So you go there, say for example, even if you have a controller, you beep out and you're like, and the retailer, like you could pay retailers to do this. Say like, hey, you can buy this, or you can buy this Vita, have them at the cash, have one or two at the cash. You can buy this instead. This is a console and a controller, $30 more. Do you want it? A lot of people at the cash can be like, another console. Yeah, sure, whatever, just do it. Because they just want to get the fuck out of there. Another console, like that's ridiculous. Because if you buy PSN Plus, which you're going to, you're going to get like 6 games on Vita
You
anyway.
have to if you want to play online.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like some people won't, whatever.
Some people won't.
So, but I'm saying, like, if a lot of people will, you're gonna get like 6 games for free anyway. That's a good deal.
Out of all the possible scenarios you outlined, I think the best one would be an actual rebate incentive in the box. That would get PS Vitas moving.
Fair enough.
I'll admit, if I had a PS3, a PS4, and I open it up, and there was $100 off a Vita rebate, that'd be an incentive for me to do it.
In any of these scenarios, though, it's overly relying on the PS4.
Yeah.
Like
But-
the only thing they're pushing the Vita on us is remote play right now.
Yeah.
Well, we need to, yeah, but it needs a kickstart, and this is the kickstart.
Although
No, it needed a kickstart a long time ago.
I know.
This is now looking for a
lifeline.
lifeboat
You know what's really
in an
weird?
ocean.
No,
That's
this
what
is
it's doing.
resuscitating.
Yeah.
you know what's really weird? There's some pretty cool games announced for it.
Yeah.
For the Vita. There's Batman Origins Blackgate.
That's a timed exclusive. That'll come out HD on XBLA and
You're making
Yes,
another prediction, another Adriano prediction here.
Killzone.
Killzone Mercenary. Is it Mercenaries or is that the
Yes.
console one?
Yes, Mercenary.
Mercenaries. That looks pretty fantastic. And then they have Borderlands 2 coming out for
And
the Vita.
The Killzone one won't be coming out on console because they already have the actual Killzone on console.
is it is the skimmed down version of Borderlands 2?
Yes.
They only announced Borderlands 2 on the Vita.
It's a
Also,
side-scroller.
Ken Levine also said he still wants to make a Bioshock for.
Oh, fuck. Okay, can't take anything that guy says. Literally, like you have to
I'm just saying, they're
assume it's never gonna happen.
That DLC's coming though for Bioshock.
My
I
biggest-
paid for it. It damn well better.
My biggest problem with the Vita marketing is like console quality on the go, and then the console games that they said were console quality were not console quality. That Black Ops game was crap.
You got to look at the very very small
Assassin's
little
Creed
asterisks that
game.
they have for fine print.
The Assassin's Creed game was crap. The only console quality game I felt on the Vita was Uncharted. And then there's not been a game like that since.
Touch My Katamari.
That's not a console game.
Yes, it is. I have it on
But
Xbox
it's
and
not-
on PS3.
It's not the same. There's no story to it. There's no.
Yes, there is. You're rolling up a
Jesus.
ball of stuff for the King of the Cosmos.
Going back to each HD the remakes.
Yeah.
Castlevania Lords of Shadow, Mirrors of Fate was a 3DS exclusive.
Oh.
Now it's coming out on PSN and XBLA for an HD remake.
They really
Fucking
have to.
excited for that.
They really have to HD that. Holy man.
And then they're comboing the 3 games together as one set when the new one comes out.
Alrighty, let's move on. EA introduces refunds on Origin. So this is kind of pretty nice of EA. I think they're actually truly turning their game around.
Refunds have been available since the early.
No, but it's EA doing this
I know, but
and
like,
digitally.
like
This is all after that. SimCity was the peak of their bullshit, and they got.
They probably
fucked
would have
for it.
got a lot of returns, eh?
Yeah, they got fucked in the ass.
Anyway, just to explain, Origin, it's like Steam. You can download games on it and stuff. But you can now download full games and like try them for like 24 hours. I think it is. Right?
I think so.
Yeah,
and then you-
24 hours, and then you get
You can
to-
return it if you don't like it.
Well, you have to put in a request for a return.
Yeah.
and they have
but,
to evaluate it, and they decide. They said most of the time, if you meet the conditions, it will go through.
So
Yeah,
do you have to like submit a valid like reason why you
Yeah.
didn't like the game? You
Yeah,
can't just be like,
you
I
can-
bought this and
'cause people
they-
play it within 24 hours. They'll
Yeah,
beat it- they'll beat
you
the game.
can rip through the game 24 hours, and they said it can be as anything from my video card doesn't run it properly, or I just wasn't engaged in the story. Like any excuse will take.
So they'll be able to tell how far you are into the game, right?
I assume
probably.
so, but they didn't specify that like you're not allowed to beat the game. It just says within 24 hours you're allowed to return it.
Well, that ending sucked.
Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Return Mass Effect.
And then like it takes like 7 to 15 business days for the refund
Oh,
to be issued
jeez.
after they approve it.
Probably. It's probably Origin credit too.
No. It's apparently an actual.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
good then.
It'll probably be a credit card refund. So all those people who use those gift cards are gonna be fucked.
Can't refund those.
They could reissue a gift card. They just
They're
reissue
not
onto.
gonna do
They
that.
won't. They'll be like, please pay $3 in shipping.
No, like a digital, like a digital gift card. You could probably.
Maybe. I don't know.
Wouldn't that just be like store credit?
Nah, that's probably essentially what it is.
I think GameStop has mentioned this before, but they're saying that this will be the largest console launch in history. Recently at GamesCom last week, Sony announced that they had 1 million pre-orders for the PS4. That is a huge amount. I don't remember what the old sales numbers were for the day one of the last gen. I don't think it was 1 million though.
What, the pre-orders for last gen?
Well, there weren't pre-orders for
I was
last
about to
gen,
say
but,
there weren't.
but I mean like day one sales. I don't think it was 1 million. That's a lot of consoles.
Yeah.
But
And that's just the PS4. That's not Xbox.
Can you picture 1 million PS4s?
No,
But you
I
couldn't
physically
have sold
can't. No.
that many last time because there
Picturing
probably
like
weren't a
Indiana
million.
Jones style warehouse.
Oh, yeah.
Just boxes full of PS4s.
It's probably what it is. They're probably stockpiling them right now.
Uh,
I'm wondering if just like production has come a long way since.
Read a picture today of the Grand Theft Auto discs being printed. Somebody leaked that out.
That's cool. So GameStop is saying it will have significant increase in launch quantities for Xbox One and PS4 relative to last generation. PS4 first to know list double that of Xbox One.
People are just buying consoles now. Besides being consoles, like they're buying it for more than just that. Like my brother-in-law bought a PS3 just to have as a media center. I don't think he's ever played an actual video game on that thing.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, why not just get like a set-top box? Why get a?
Yeah, better buy a Roku for $50. There you go.
He bought a PS3 because it was a popular thing to do at the time. So he just kind of went
Also
with
the
it.
Blu-ray player.
You don't really need a Blu-ray player anymore though.
Netflix, man.
Netflix
No, he
and
doesn't
like
even-
digital TV and everything. So
I mean, a lot of people still like to have physical copies. Like
Yeah.
yeah, we've talked about that a lot
very
on the
people
show.
who love movies.
I buy
They like to have
Blu-rays
copies of
mostly
movies.
for the abundance of special features.
Yes.
And when they don't do it, it's really angry.
Oh, I get mad.
Yeah.
I have the Sin City Blu-ray and it's got nothing on it.
It's
Try
like,
to turn into EA.
It's like
Yeah.
$24 too, and then
It's
there's like no bonus
ridiculous.
features.
Do you think special features will ever make their way into like streaming of movies? Like, do you think like somewhere down the road in a couple of years, Netflix will offer like you watch a movie, then they'll be like, would you like to watch the special features?
That would be
after?
awesome. That'd be
No, well,
really
they,
awesome.
they almost do that. iTunes does that now. When you
iTunes
buy
does it, yeah.
you buy the special features with
Even
it.
TV shows, like if you buy the full season of a TV show, they'll give you like extra bonus, like behind the scenes videos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll probably happen.
You can download commentary tracks for when you go to the theater. Not gonna do that. No
No.
interest in doing that.
Well, I mean, you go
got-
to the
you got to see the
theater,
movie
you
twice.
You have to see it twice.
Mm.
Unless you want
Maybe
to
that's
see.
so they get more money.
Yeah.
Sleeping Dogs, very old game. We were playing that a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
That was
I
last
still
year.
haven't beat
That was
it.
last year.
I watched you play the ending of it, and then I played it.
That was the middle of it, I think.
Oh, the climax.
You just saw a
of it.
guy die. That's
Yeah.
what
That
you
was
saw.
the
Very
worst
very
time to
important
walk
guy
in.
die, and then I played the game.
I could have just been free roaming, but no, you walked in on a cutscene. So, but yeah, if you guys remember, Square Enix launched this game, and no one bought it. It was a new IP.
I bought it used.
We were-
wait,
we
it
were
was-
hurting
it
for
was
new
True
IPs.
Crime, though.
No, but it's essentially a new IP. It's
It
under
is.
a whole new name. It's not.
Oh, okay.
Is it called True Crime?
Yeah, we used to be called True
It
Crime
used
to be.
in
Is
Hong
it-
Kong.
Was it released under True Crime?
All right, well let's
Hi-oh.
Is it released.
May I say that Ubisoft should take away Assassin's Creed, just call it Black Flag. New IP.
Modern Warfare.
Yes.
That's fine. That's a fair argument.
That's not a new IP.
It's not. It doesn't look like Assassin's Creed anyway.
Yeah.
I miss tall buildings. Now we just climb on shacks.
You got the mast of the
Trees.
ship though. You climb up that sucker. Anyway, Sleepy Dogs. Yeah, it was a critical success. I think a lot of people liked it, but no
Yeah,
one
it's
bought
good.
it. Apparently, it is now profitable.
That took a while.
They've sold 500,000 copies of it.
It was good GTA fix.
Or sorry, 500,000 monthly players, more than a year after the release.
There was a big sale on
It's a,
Steam.
it's a cult classic.
And I think this also goes. Yeah, it's yeah. It got released like at low prices on like Steam and stuff. Same with Tomb Raider, which now sold 4 million.
So they were saying the Tomb Raider wasn't profitable before.
They were unhappy with their sales.
But they wanted 5 to 6 million.
It was profitable. They just not as much as they were hoping for. Same with Dead Space 3. Same thing with that. Man, I gotta stop buying these games at launch. Like I buy them new at full retail price and I don't even play them.
By the time you do play them, they're like dirt cheap.
Like Resident Evil, I bought that brand new.
Yeah, but, wait,
I haven't finished it.
It's $10
Now it's
now.
$10.
how do you feel about the quality of your game case? What shape? What condition it's in?
It's very important to me.
You want it pristine, right?
Yes.
So if you wait and buy it, they then give you the crappy one that's on the display shelf, and they stick that sticker that's impossible to get off on it.
What retail store are we talking
EB
about?
Games.
No, but that's the most. The only thing I order from EB Games is online, so it comes
You
sealed.
get a new one.
Man,
Very rarely will I walk into EB Games and buy a new game.
Yeah, because the games go through crap in that
yeah,
store.
yeah. If I buy new, most of my in-store purchases are from Best Buy.
And I think EB Games even tried to fix that because they had those like black boxes up there with their own packaging.
Yeah.
But you still find the odd one that's like still on the shelf, like it's all touched and beat up.
Yeah.
I always seem to get that one. when
yeah,
I'm
on
going
2
late.
separate occasions, I've got a used game from EB Games, and they give me the display case. So this is the case that they put out before the game's even out there. The one on the bottom left, it shows a little thing when the game's like a little date.
Yeah.
Oh,
And you look
Yeah.
at the back, and it's like advertising the game, not like describing the game. Like there's not even an ESRB rating on it.
Yeah.
That's
Or-
how old the case is.
Yeah, it's like a brand new game. It's like, okay, and they just open up their sleeves, and they flip through the discs,
Yeah.
and they pull it out, and they put it in the case. It's like, this is. I want to break the seal. Like, I don't want a broken seal already.
yeah, I think I might start shopping at Amazon a little more.
I just go EB Game or Best Buy.
Oh, good, because they have those like the plastic things around there, right?
Those things are gross when you touch them.
The plastic things, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Where did I go? Oh, Target. They have brand new ones, so they're fantastic.
Yeah. There you go.
they're gonna be
Although
dirty.
you know when they have like some of the games have like a cardboard case around it.
Yeah.
They like shoved it in there and it broke the cardboard top. And so I'm like, I'm not buying that.
Don't go to that Starbucks in that Target.
Why?
It's gross.
Which one?
Upper James?
Upper James.
Oh fuck! I went to that Starbucks.
I didn't like it.
I had it. Well, when you say it's gross, it just wasn't good, or was it something legitimately gross? Like you found something?
There's a
No, it just wasn't good.
Oh, okay.
Fingernails
That's
inside
fine.
you.
Oh, oh no!
I've
like
had that
extra
happen
pulp.
once. It's a fake nail though.
That's still gross.
That's gross.
Left 4 Dead 3.
Yeah.
Some art was discovered and a directory spotted in Valve Artist Video.
Oh yeah.
So concept art has been worked on since at least June 12th of 2012. According to
I'm
the latest
horny.
video from Valve Pipeline on YouTube. I think we're gonna see it.
I'm super excited.
Yeah.
Right now.
It's gonna be badass.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to say anything bad about the Left 4 Dead series, but would you have rather they have returned to other Valve series before they went to Left 4 Dead for
It was a little
sequel?
soon. It was like a year after Left 4 Dead that they came out with the second one.
I was happy though. I wasn't complaining.
Well,
New campaigns, new zombies. I was happy.
if you went online, everyone's like, you know what? I'm not gonna buy Left 4 Dead 2 because
They did.
I fucking want to, because they're not making episode 3 of Half-Life. Well, maybe it's because Half-Life is a shit series.
Ooh,
Whoa.
you don't want
Hear
to say
that, ladies and gents?
Ew.
Half-Life is a shit series.
You could get us.
I think we're
killed.
gonna leave you in Toronto on the weekend. We're not gonna come back with you.
There's Matt with all his bags.
Just tether him up to a pole.
I mean, we need to put that warning whenever Matt says something questionable with Matt's views are not
Yeah.
do not directly.
Represent those of Day
Day
One
One
Patch.
Patch hates Half-Life.
Matt
No.
Lawrence is an independent freelancer.
You hate
We're just-
Bioshock too. And
We're just gonna mute your mic
Bioshock
at that
Infinite
segment.
is garbage, by the way.
I'll just say we were recording, but Matt's mic is off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so here's the story. European Xbox One pre-orders will include a free copy of FIFA 14. So
Is that everyone, or is that like that's not us, right?
European.
Oh, European exclusive.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
that. Okay.
I'm glad that's
Fucked
not
that up.
us.
I fucked
I'd be
it
a
up.
little bummed if I got a copy. Like, if I went to the store and they like said,
FIFA's awesome. I like
I'm not a big fan of the sports games.
I'd probably trade it in. That'd be
yeah,
the one
like
game
I
I would
would
trade
like
in. Yeah.
when I would go to the store to get my console, I would just open up the box, be like, "Here, I'm trading in FIFA."
I guaranteed those ones are going to be specifically non-barcode.
Oh.
for
They're not going to be
resale.
for resale.
Probably. Yeah.
They're probably not going to be in the traditional Xbox One box. Like they're going to probably be like in a plastic sleeve, just so it doesn't fuck up with the packaging.
Like Wii Sports.
Either that, or it's going to be the box, which is going to be like duct taped around.
Oh jeez.
It's gonna be in your console already, ready to play,
Oh,
installed.
Hey, on for Xbox, I bought an Elite once that had the Grand Theft Auto 4 in it. I didn't want it, so I told them, I was like, "Can I sell you that back and you give me a discount?" It had no barcode. They're like, "Okay." I hadn't even bought the console yet, so what they did was we had to open it. I had to give them that. They sold it to me, gave me cash. I sold it to them. They gave me cash. Then I bought the console.
So you could have just left with the cash and that
I could have
no console.
that's amazing.
yeah.
Peace, and then walk out. This next story really kind of makes me angry because I was super excited for this game. The Division is getting exclusive content on Xbox One.
Timed.
Now,
Oh, is it timed?
I don't.
No, I'm
Oh,
calling it.
You're predicting it.
now,
It's everything's timed.
like, did they say this is gonna be like big DLC, or is it just gonna be like
It's gonna be
Xbox
like
themed gun
extended
camo?
mag.
Yeah,
They haven't
you
said
get a hat.
anything.
Like, it could be something like
Get
really
your
minor.
Xbox One desktop theme.
They haven't said anything about it. They just said that exclusive content for the Division.
It's
We're
gonna be a
Microsoft.
shirt
We
for
buy
your
up all the
avatar.
exclusives. So we have a
Yeah.
bunch of cash and we're douchebags.
Like, I feel like it's not gonna be like something big. Like, it's not gonna be like a campaign extension
It's gonna
or
be like a
DLC
gun
or something.
Yeah.
Connect
You know?
voice controls.
That's their exclusive.
What about Connect typing?
If only you could see Matt Lawrence right now. It was a joy. Can one of you bring up the list here on the link? Someone, Matt, you got that?
I could.
But if you haven't watched Gamescom, they announced Xbox One lineup. So this is the official full day one launch of Xbox One games.
Now, is this everywhere, or is this like region?
Let's just assume North America for now.
Okay.
It's a
I'm
pretty
still
decent
loading, by
lineup.
the way.
Although they announced it in Gamescom, which is in Germany, so it's probably Europe and North America.
Okay. Do you want me to read them all out?
Read the good ones.
They're all the good ones.
Okay, I'm just gonna read them all out. Oh my god, the second one's amazing. Okay.
How about you just read them?
Read them out loud, man.
Okay. Watch Dogs. Okay.
Good.
Do you want the developers, or you don't care?
No,
No.
just go.
No, we won't.
We need all the developers.
Okay, so Watch Dogs, Zoo Tycoon. That's amazing.
That's the amazing one.
That's amazing.
But you wanted a
Game.
Viva Pinata, didn't you?
Another Viva Pinata would be nice. Zumba Fitness World Party, which I won't be buying.
Don't want to do.
I gotta keep up my figure.
But you're staying away from
Assassin's,
Zumba Fitness.
Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag.
You want to try that again, Matt?
Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag.
There you
I
go.
can't
There
say
you
it. I fuck it up every time. Battlefield 4. Call of Duty Ghosts. Crimson Dragon, which has no sound in it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Dead Rising 3. FIFA 14. Fighter Within. That's stupid. Forza Motorsport 5. Why the fuck do they call it Forza? There's no T in it. Moving on.
Z.
No, they even the developers like, we're gonna be Forza 5. Like, I'd put my hand up like Forza. You know, like fuck, say it right.
No, that's how you say it.
That's how you say
You
it.
say it.
I'm not
Forza.
saying Forza. I will never say
That's
it.
how you pronounce it. Do you say Nazi?
Nazi.
Nazi.
There you go.
It's not Nazi.
I'm moving on.
Gotcha.
Just Dance 2014. Killer Instinct. Which
Just
one's that?
Dance and
What's that fighting game?
Just
fighting
Dance
game.
would be popular in Europe.
The one
That's
person
what
was
they
like
should
the giant
package
like
with it.
wolf thing.
Oh,
Rare game, I
no.
believe.
Yeah.
It is a like. It used to be an old fighting game that they
Yeah.
brought back by popular fan demand or something like that.
Some of these are stupid. Okay, Lego Marvel Superheroes.
Hey, that's awesome.
No. I said some of them, not this
Okay.
one. Maybe this one actually. Loco Cycle.
That's the one where you're the motorcycle.
I'm out. Okay.
That was at E3, wasn't it? They showed that on stage, right?
Yeah.
Madden NFL 25. No one cares. NBA 2K14. No one cares.
People like sports, man.
What the fuck is NBA 2K14? NBA Live for EA and then 2K. Okay, whatever. Need for Speed Rivals. Because day one patch, day one buy right there. Got to buy it. No.
Day one patch, day
Day
one
one
buy.
buy. I meant to say
There will be a
buy.
day one patch.
I
There's
meant-
always a day one patch.
I meant to say buy, not day one patch. Peggle. Or
That's it,
whatever.
guys. We did it. We're
Peggle
house name
2?
now.
Peggle 2. There's only a couple more. Power Star Golf. Rise, Son of Rome. Ugh.
Is Peggle 2 on disc?
And
I would
Skylander
imagine.
Swap Force.
It's like an arcade game.
It's not a terrible lineup. I wouldn't say it's that good though.
There's a variety there, like
Yeah.
for every type of gamer.
Like
Yeah.
there's I could pick like a few games that I'd be
Yeah.
content with for
Actually,
I don't know, for
that's
however
a
long.
serious problem because I don't really like any of those, and I'm buying one launch day.
Well, I mean, I'm
Wait,
sure
did
you'll
you say
buy.
Battlefield? I thought Battlefield was launch title.
Yeah, but I want that for PS4.
I mean, you got Dead Rising at least. That's an exclusive
yeah,
that you
okay,
can look
we're
forward
good.
to.
Okay, Dead Rising. Is Microsoft actually publishing the game? Because it's Capcom developed,
right?
right?
now.
I think they have said though it's not coming to any other console.
So what makes Dead Rising
Yes,
so
they are
special?
publishing it.
They're okay. That explains it.
It's Capcom Vancouver and Microsoft.
Okay, that explains why it's not a PS4.
You know what? I'm perfectly content with that. Like, I mean, I really don't care.
Although
Also,
Mass Effect 1 came out on PS3.
well, that there wasn't like.
It was published by
They
Microsoft.
specifically stated that Dead Rising 3 is staying on.
Yeah, I
Xbox.
know.
And the same thing with Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead. What made Left 4 Dead exclusive to Xbox 360 and Left 4 Dead 2?
Microsoft just cash at them.
Probably.
I imagine.
You think Left 4 Dead 3 is going to be because Portal 2 made its way over to PS3.
Yeah.
In fact, if you bought one, you got the PC one free, right?
Yes, that's
I
right.
think that was just Valve's initial disliking for the PS3.
Oh, they had a hell of a time coding
Yeah.
for the orange box.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe Left 4 Dead 3 will make its way onto the PS3.
I would very much
PS4.
like that because I'm getting the PS4.
Yeah, because if it doesn't come out on the PS4 and comes out on the Xbox 360,
It's almost enough to sway. me.
yeah, that is enough for me to get an Xbox One.
Yeah, that's definitely a game you're gonna want to play with
Yeah.
your friends, so you
Yeah.
gotta coordinate on
Well,
that.
they better announce soon before you make your purchase, then, right?
Again, I won't be purchasing for at least a year.
Okay, so you got some time.
I got to pay off a lot of debt first.
So, just to give you guys a little information before I read this next article, PS4 selling for $399, Xbox One $499, and those of you wishing that the price would come down on the Xbox One by removing the Kinect, that unfortunately will not happen. Microsoft has no plans to release an Xbox One without the Kinect sensor.
I don't think they had any plans to remove all their DRM either.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, but they're coming out, and after all their changes, they're coming out and saying this.
Yeah, like
So-
I don't know, like they seem to be they have so much faith in the Kinect, even though not everyone who's
Evidence
buying one is
says
going to.
otherwise.
Hey, the more of me they put in games, the better they become.
Like there is a lot of tech that
You
seems
are
to be
the
involved with the Kinect.
I am.
So like I can understand how something they put all this money, like I'm sure like a good chunk of their budget in creating next gen technology has been put into the Kinect.
Mm-hmm.
Now they don't want to be like, oh, all this money we put in, we can't afford to just leave it behind.
Well,
That's right.
That's true.
it's the only way to type.
I guess Sony doesn't care about Move since they're not packaging their camera in.
The Kinect is when it comes to just navigating the Xbox to watch something or play something or play video. Like it makes sense. Xbox
like
Pause,
our current
Xbox CBS, Xbox DVR, and like that makes sense. But like I don't want that shit in my game.
The thing most people are excited for is the Skype
Skype.
right in your living room.
Skype makes sense.
Yeah.
Even though a lot of TVs now though have webcams built in, you can have Skype right to your TV.
Yeah, but those are like the smart ones. They're pretty expensive
Yeah.
still.
No, but now think about this. You can do. I'm pretty sure Skype's on PS4. You can now do cross-platform chatting.
That is amazing.
Because now we can just say like if now there's no because
Or-
90% of the time we all just join an Xbox Live party, so
Or-
there won't be a fight. You just fucking join Skype.
That makes sense. And then it just breaks down the barriers.
I don't think they've announced
bipartisanship.
Skype for PS4 yet.
I swore I saw it, but I could be wrong.
We'll have to look that up. I'm not sure.
Or is Microsoft going to limit its Skype connectivity to other Microsoft Skype?
How
connectors?
terrible would that be?
That would be fucking bullshit.
I'm gonna say one thing is I'm
It's gonna happen. I'm calling it
fine-
now.
I'm fine with it. I'm fine
Well,
with it
like
because I'm a
everything.
Microsoft.
You're becoming
person.
like Michael Pachter. All these predictions and stuff.
I'm still standing by my watermark on the video DVR.
I actually agree with that.
The
Yeah.
watermark.
100%. I agree with that.
I can see PS4 and
Like achieved on Xbox One.
yeah, it's gonna be something like it's gonna be like something you can't get rid of. That's gonna
Just like the logo. So
yeah.
Oh yeah, Aaron, you watched the Gamescom conferences, right?
I didn't
Well,
catch
Sony's at least.
Yeah, I catch Sony's. That was about it.
What did you think about Sony's little jab at Microsoft?
I'm not surprised.
Do you think it was bad taste though?
Big time.
Yeah.
Just to catch you guys up on it, during like it was near the end half of Sony's conference at Gamescom. They kind of said, while others have like changed like their vision. This isn't an exact quote, but they changed their ways and their decisions. We've stayed true to the gamers and stuff, something like that. And then
Like things like that, you can't really blame the entire. Like you can't criticize the entire system for that. Like when you hear someone like jabbing at like the competition, it's like pretty much just like the marketing and the PR guys that choose to do that. But like I bet you there's people who are down there working on like who actually designed the console and the system. They're probably like really interested in what Microsoft's doing. They're like, oh, look at what the technology that they're using. Look at how they're doing it. That's pretty cool. And they would like be more together about it.
They get guaranteed in the Sony engineering room. They probably have like an Xbox One dev kit, and vice versa. They probably have each other's dev kits in there.
They're out for blood, Sony.
Yeah, like
even though they say that, we don't really look at what the competition doing.
That's a
We're
fucking
aware of the
lie.
industry and what it's doing and stuff, but
Fucking Microsoft people use Macs to make Windows. Like they use it to code Windows.
Yeah, like because I remember the reason I said that was because I think I was reading something. I think it was someone at like Infinity Ward Studios. They were saying, this whole time you're seeing like this competition between Battlefield and Call of Duty, but us like as developers of the game, we're not looking at as Battlefield as competition. We're looking at them as equals. We're respecting what they're doing. We think it's cool, and we want to see, how we can do things like they do, and how maybe we can inspire them to do things that we do. Like they're essentially on the same team at that level, but once you get into marketing and stuff like that, it's all very
Cutthroat.
yeah.
So does the price of these consoles make a difference in your buying decision?
Especially if they're coming out in the same month.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
Launch lineup is a big deal too.
But let's just say price. If you had only a certain amount of money to buy,
The $100.
you're just like a not a hardcore gamer, but not a casual one, but kind of
Somewhere in between.
you play a couple games a month.
At that point, price is 100% of the thing.
You play a couple games a month. I think you're a Wii U player. Then.
Well,
I mean, you might as well just be like a mobile gamer, get yourself a DS or something like that.
Or Wii.
so Sony has said that being cheaper than
Okay.
your competitor is never a bad thing. But what's kind of weird is that Jack Tretton said that lowest price console system is not always the most successful, but he believes that consumers will gravitate toward the PlayStation 4 because of its price.
Why not keep that camera in then? Keep their price up to
I think
500.
we covered a story a while back that Sony could not cut the price of their PS4 anymore without making it a loss. So I guess they kind of had to take out the camera, so it wasn't a loss.
That's fine.
So they left
I'm
it
not
in.
going to use the fucking camera.
They're not shoving it down our throats. I don't care. Like it's there. You can use it if you want.
I'll buy it in like 2 years.
Well, think about.
We know you will.
Did you buy Xbox Live Vision camera?
I don't care about Xbox, so no. I bought the PlayStation 9 and 4 Move
Yeah,
controllers.
it's still up there.
I had
Watches us.
the
It's not
iToy
plugged
during
in.
the PlayStation 2 era.
One of your Move controllers does not function as it should.
That's just yours, man.
That was terrible. Look like an idiot.
Speaking of motion controls, going back to Xbox Connect, do you think that in the future, when the Oculus Rift has gained like popularity and is like available for retail, do you think it's going to become? Do you think Microsoft's going to integrate it as part of like the Xbox One, where you're having
Illumi
motion
Room.
control and you're having
Well, no,
virtual reality?
actually,
Yeah, Luminar. I forgot.
that's pretty cool. What if you had all three? Well, you wouldn't really need a Luminar because you're not really looking at anything. But like, if you like, I think what was it? Ghost Recon, where they showed off the shooting. You could have your Oculus Rift on and then
how was the
shoot with
shooting?
your hands.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
it,
the
it,
hand.
This is
You open and close your hand. Yeah.
like in
That's how you shoot?
Yeah.
yeah.
Ghost Recon.
Hey, mad waving.
like it would feel cool just like even just holding your hands out in front of you and you got the Oculus Rift off and you're seeing your hands and you're interacting with things.
I'd crap my pants.
And
Like-
your arms get tired pretty fast though.
Yeah, like a lot of people shoot down the Kinect pretty quick, but is it gonna hold up in the long run? Do you think? Do you think it's gonna?
Since it's shipping with the box, what the scary part is that there's not a lot of games for Xbox One being developed for the Kinect,
Yeah,
and yet they're shipping in the box, which should entice developers to kind
But-
of use it.
I don't want. I'm not like very really interested in Kinect focused games.
Yeah.
like I feel like if you want to put in like hand gestures or something in like just standard games, that's fine. I don't want to do a whole lot of talking, like voice commands with my Kinect because like if I'm living in a student house with 5 other people, I don't want to be like sitting in my basement, playing games in the dead of night and having to like speak and shout and shit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Xbox, please.
I don't even feel like they're pushing it in games anymore. It's just use it to control your Xbox to play movies.
And that I'm completely okay with. If you just use it to navigate to where you want, but then when you play in a game, just don't use it.
Is that worth the $100?
It's not. But maybe 2 generations down the line, when they integrate that voice and that camera directly into the system itself, so wherever that system is, it can just locate you regardless. Then you can separate it. Like, it's there. Then people have to be forced to use it.
I don't want
You
to
make the Kinect and the system one unit.
Now, should we go back and like explain what the Oculus Rift is in case no one
Sure.
is aware what that is?
Take it away, Aaron.
Well, it's something being developed by I think it originally got some money via Kickstarter. I think.
It's still a
That's right.
Kickstarter.
Kickstarter. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's basically just a headset that it's virtual reality. So you just got a camera, I believe, in showing to each eye, and people are
display for each eye.
yeah. And it just basically responds to your head movement. So you're playing a game, you look left, you look right, you turn around, whatever, you look up. The camera in game changes, so it's giving you the illusion that you're actual in these games. And people have modded various like games out there to run with the Oculus Rift. So I think some of them include like Skyrim, I think was done, as well as Mirror's Edge.
Oh my god.
That would be fun.
I'd fall over.
Yeah, I think I see myself hurting myself. Yeah.
Just put pillows all around you.
I hurt myself with enough with the damn Wii.
What were you doing?
Well, in the one World War II game, the first time I ever played, it was Medal of Honor Vanguard. It was the launch title, and it was like I didn't know that the Wii didn't detect how hard you would swing, but in one of the tutorials, it was like the harder you swing your arm, the farther the grenade will go, and I didn't want to move up to get shot at, so I was like, fuck. So I fucking huck it, but I let go of the nunchuck, and it came up and fucking smashed me in the face, like boof, like holy fuck.
Were you wearing the wrist guard?
I did that with the Wii Tennis, Wii Sports Tennis. I went for a smash, and there was a crossbeam in my basement. Boom! Fist went right into the crossbeam. My dad yelled at me, called me an idiot.
So Sony, one of the cool things they announced at GamesCom was that you can upgrade your PS3 game. Say you buy Call of Duty Ghosts on PS3.
Call of Duty.
You can upgrade it to PS4 for a very low price.
Or just not buy it at all.
Well, would you guys ever do that?
No. I think it was $10, right?
It's going to depend on the publishers, but Call of Duty has confirmed, Activision has confirmed that $10 for upgrade of Call of Duty.
I mean, if you got spare money and you really enjoy a game, you want to play it at launch, and your next gen console isn't ready yet, or it's not out yet, or you don't have the money for it yet.
Yeah.
I could see people doing that.
Yeah, if you're like a really big Call of Duty fan, you want to get it because you have the console right now.
And I believe like they're making it so your multiplayer stats carry over. So you get to level 50 or whatever in Call of Duty, and then you upgrade to the Xbox One or the PS4. You'll continue on from your current level with your current class setup and everything.
I mean, $10 is cheap too. That's not bad.
There's gonna be a lot of last gen Call of Duties laying around.
Yeah.
Might be, or traded in.
Yeah.
Start selling them off at $1 or $2 a piece.
So and also at Gamescom, the last little bit of PlayStation news. The PS4 is getting 33 games in 2013. I think this includes like first party, third party, and indie titles, right?
Yeah, like Don't Starve and stuff.
So that's a pretty good list. 33 games. That's a lot.
That is really good. Like, I mean, it's coming out late, 2013. It's not like the beginning. So
Yeah, so they'll have like 2 months for 33 games.
that's ridiculous. That's like quadruple what the Wii U has.
Yep. And 180 in development right now.
That's
Total.
a ludicrous number.
That's how much the Wii U will never have. They'll never. Okay, I want an estimate right now, real quick. How many?
I remember saying before the podcast.
We have to have a little bit of mercy on
Yeah.
We have to have a little. No, I have a question though. At the end of the Wii U's life, which was yesterday, how many games do you think will be developed and completed for that and released for that console? Because like, there's like
I don't know. What's the standard amount of games you have for a console?
I don't think there is a standard amount.
No, like my
But what
number
is,
of
like-
consoles, my number of games per console ranges between like 2 and like 100.
I mean, that's literally my PS3 collection, and I got my PS3 late, but
Isn't it quite extensive?
it's all right. People have bigger collections, but
I'm not satisfied with my PS2 collection. I wish it was like, because for me a lot of the times I borrowed a lot of games and so my PS2 is not as extensive as I want it to be.
All right, let's move on to our rant section. Got some good rants today. I'm gonna start with Batfleck.
Wait, what?
Ben Affleck's
Oh.
playing Batman.
Oh.
This was just announced a couple last week.
All right.
Go ahead, Marty. This is your rant.
If you frequent this podcast, you know that we love to talk about Batman. I love Batman.
Who doesn't like to talk about Batman?
Batman's great.
He's, as I would say, he's Earth's greatest achievement. We made Batman. That's
We
like
just sent it out in that shuttle.
yeah.
Like
If
the,
we were ever to communicate with aliens, we're sending up a couple Batman comics. But this is fucking bizarre.
Now, do you think that the reaction is a bit premature?
It's not.
A lot of
All
people.
right, a lot of people are throwing out the Heath Ledger thing
Yeah.
as Joker, but that does not make Ben Affleck a good choice for Batman by any means.
No, but we don't know. We didn't know what Heath Ledger was going to be like until the trailer. What if he's just like the best Batman that ever existed?
Don't say that.
What if?
Kevin Conroy is the best Batman that's ever existed.
As the voice.
No, just his voice beats out other.
Any
physical-
live action?
Yeah, he is the absolute best Batman.
He could dub Ben Affleck's part.
That would be amazing.
My problem is that he's never gonna be Batman to me. He's gonna be Ben Affleck wearing a suit.
Yeah,
Pearl
there
Harbor.
are too many pop culture jabs at him.
Like Geely, you mean?
Geely, or just like anybody taking jab at him that he isn't the greatest of actors.
Yeah.
And there's certain actors who just are always them. Ben Affleck is always Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise is Tom Cruise. Will Smith is always Will Smith.
George
Yeah.
Clooney.
No.
I every time I see
He
George
was a
Clooney-
terrible Bruce Wayne Batman. Like I did not like him there at
Although-
all. But George Clooney does have a
Richard
range.
Gere. He's always Richard Gere.
Yeah, Richard Gere is always Richard Gere. There's another one in there too. But yeah,
Johnny Depp.
Julia Roberts.
new Johnny Depp is always Johnny Depp. Like
Julia Roberts.
but like his
Bruce Willis.
Johnny Depp's old stuff is
Cholesterol's a little high.
like
Yeah.
The Ninth Gate or
Oh, yeah.
or the Jack the Ripper story. Is that
From Hell.
From Hell? That's the one. Yeah, those are good. But no, I'm not sitting well with this Ben Affleck.
He just looks like Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Is there any hope?
Maybe once we physically see him in his cape and cowl.
What if the suit's bad?
The suit is like very important to
Yeah,
me.
it
Did you guys like the Superman suit now?
No.
I was indifferent. I didn't care. I'm not the biggest Superman fan.
Yeah.
So like for me, it's
I don't think
blue-
anyone
the fact
really
that he
is.
didn't have underwear on over his
that
tights,
bothered
that's a
the
step
piss
up.
out of me.
No,
like-
but that's what made it look so stupid.
It was just blue.
That's a little weird,
that
too.
didn't bother. Like for me, Superman, it's blue with red with the S. That's fine. But I don't know. The costume's gonna play a big part.
Yeah.
Also, it's not just the Batman movie that bothers me. Also,
It's gonna be a shitty Superman movie.
it's gonna be a shitty Superman and Batman movie. I feel like it's too soon to be doing this movie.
At one point, they're talking about Ben Affleck directing a Justice League movie. How did it go from him directing an ensemble cast to him playing the
Didn't he
Cape
mostly-
Crusader? What the hell?
If he directed
didn't
it,
he
that'd be
actually
good.
move his career over to directing more so?
Yeah,
Well, he's in
I
his
think he's been a
movies.
better director than he has been actor.
But he's in his movies that he directs.
Oh, I didn't know he was like really avid still.
Gone Baby Gone, he wasn't in.
Okay, but in the
Argo.
And
Argo and the
Town.
the town. he was,
Okay.
yeah.
Forgot about the town. Yeah. But I think he's a better director than he is actor.
I think so. Yeah, because his two Oscars he won are not for acting.
Yeah,
They're for like directing. Yeah,
I don't even care if he's a good actor or not. He's still just.
he's Ben Affleck.
He's gonna be Ben Affleck
Yeah.
wearing a Batman
Yeah.
suit.
It will help if they never show him as Bruce Wayne. Like if he's in that suit the entire time, that'll make it. Just
I wouldn't mind
a
that.
little bit better. Like they never
Huh.
acknowledge Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, that might work. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
Because is this gonna be more of a this is more of a Superman?
it
Sequel.
is a Superman sequel. They're
So
just
maybe
shoehorning
Batman just
in.
shows up and,
Yeah,
like-
they're just
He's-
shoehorning Batman.
he's
In.
just
No,
gonna
it's
be doing
Superman versus
detective
Batman
shit.
or Batman versus Superman, right?
Yeah,
Are they gonna be fighting then?
yeah.
Okay.
They
No
fight,
doubt
they
they're
fight
gonna-
all the time in the cartoons and the comics.
They're probably
Yeah,
gonna like make them fight, be like nemesis at the beginning, and
Yeah.
then give them reason to join forces.
Yeah,
towards the end of
they
the
always
movie.
do.
That's not good.
It's always like Lex Luthor and Joker teaming up that make
Yeah.
them join
Like,
forces.
we
Bryan
we
Cranston
gotta
is
put our
Lex Luthor.
differences
How do you feel
apart.
about that?
What?
Bryan Cranston is Lex Luthor. How do you feel about that?
That's official?
No, but I think the IGN had an article on it.
I'd rather see him as Jim Gordon.
Yeah, he's Jim Gordon. He played Jim Gordon in one of the animated
Year
ones.
one.
Under year one, yeah.
That'd be good too. Both. You can do both.
That's just a bizarre cast at that
mustache.
point. It's a bunch of crazy people.
Yeah. Yeah, because
DC's having trouble. I'm sorry.
it is because their movie property rights are all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
Like with at least with Marvel,
Disney should buy it.
Fox has got the X-Men ones and Sony's got Spider-Man,
Spider-Man.
ones, and then ABC.
This
Disney's
is a
got
bad time for Batman. We're not
Yeah.
even getting Kevin Conroy in the new Origins.
But have you seen the GamesCom trailer?
Yeah.
I'm.
Did
I
you
was
hear
impressed.
Bruce Wayne's voice in it?
Yeah.
It was terrible.
No, but that's the thing though. I
It
don't
was
mind.
Bad.
It wasn't the worst.
No, it was the worst.
It wasn't
It
the
was-
worst.
If it's not Kevin Conroy,
like
it's
me
the
hearing-
worst.
You're right. You're right. I'm disappointed that Kevin Conroy's not in it.
It
but
was bad.
it could have. I think it could have been worse.
It could have been worse with Ben Affleck too. Orlando Bloom
Did
was
you-
in,
did-
in
did you-
consideration.
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan
Did-
Gosling,
Did
Orlando
you
Bloom.
listen to Did you listen to him as Batman on his Bruce Wayne?
Yeah,
What did you think?
it was okay.
I thought it was good.
He sounds like a younger Batman,
Which is what they were going for.
which is what they're going for. Gordon has got brown hair. He doesn't have this gray hair.
Yeah.
And the Joker.
The
by
Joker
Troy Baker.
sounds close enough like Mark Hamill, but he's a little off to make him sound like he's a bit
I
younger.
do like the look of the Joker though.
Yeah.
He looks badass.
Yeah, and he looks like a younger version of the Mark Hamill one. Like just
Although doesn't Batman's like suit look more high tech? It looks a little more
It
advanced.
doesn't look like a year one suit at all.
Well, year two.
Well, two, I guess.
yeah. I'm okay with that.
But I watched a developer preview this morning, and they were saying like you don't have access to all your gadgets, I guess,
Yeah.
because Batman would only take the gadgets he needs on a certain mission, I guess.
Yeah.
So you have to. I don't know if you can actually choose what gadgets you have.
They probably pre-sign it.
Yeah.
He's always got that shark repellent on him.
Yeah, all times.
What I don't like is that some of the equipment and the gadgets you will be using in Arkham Origins are way more sophisticated than the stuff you have in Asylum and
Yeah.
and Arkham City.
Yeah.
Like the crime scene reanimation investigation. Like it just recreates a crime scene, lets them analyze it like a CSI.
Mm-hmm.
It's a prequel trilogy situation.
We're finally seeing the Batcave in Origins.
Yeah.
And Alfred as well.
Apparently, it's gonna be your main hub. Like
That's
that's
cool.
where you launch your challenges and you do upgrades from there.
That's really cool.
I'm excited. That demo's gonna be at the Fan Expo tomorrow.
Oh yeah, we're going to Fan Expo this weekend.
Some of us are going to Fan Expo.
You can still come, man. Just
I can't.
pawn the dogs off at a dog kennel or something,
Oh, jeez.
So
or just open up a giant bag of food and just leave it there. It'll be fine.
So we will be talking about the demos that we'll be able to play next week.
Our first impressions of the PS4.
PS4 is going to be there.
Black Flag,
Arkham
Arkham.
Origins, Blacklist.
Oh yeah, we should make up a rotation system. Like you go to one, I go to one, you go to one. We just like rotate.
Sure.
I'm playing everything I see.
All right, let's get on to our part two of the rant. This one I kind of like. Kids games featured at press conferences.
Sorry, we're gonna watch that Batman trailer after.
Okay, yeah,
we're gonna dissect this. Bless you.
And we'll
Thank you.
post
Okay.
it online, right?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Sorry, continue, Ryan.
So how do you guys feel about kids games being featured in press conferences?
The example I like to use is Connectables. And
yeah, that was like 3 years ago.
if you know my E3 protocol is when something boring comes up, I go and make a sandwich. And I made 2 sandwiches when Connectables came out.
Sandwiches are good.
Yeah, they make me forget about terrible things at E3.
But I mean, it's okay that sure you have to promote your children's games. That's fine. Like that's a market, right? They make a profit off of that. But the people watching
Or not.
these conferences are not the people you're selling to. You know?
But they might have kids.
Yeah, like I don't mind
But
having.
this is
kids
a
link-
press conference. Sorry
Yeah,
to
I
cut you
know.
off, Aaron, but this is a press
They're
conference.
not press conferences. Press conference is a fold-out table with a curtain, them sitting it down with a clipboard and answering
call them-
Q&A. That is a press
They
conference.
call
Reading
them
off
press
numbers.
conferences.
These are just presentations. Sorry, Aaron, go ahead.
I kind of forget what I was gonna say there.
I'm sorry, Aaron.
It's quite all right. I'm sure it'll come back to me.
But it's always like it's always reviewed as like the worst part of the conferences and stuff.
Yeah, it is cringe.
and when they do that, it brings down my rating. Like everybody rates how they did during their press conferences, and it really brings down that rating for me because it was 10 minutes of boring for me.
Well, I mean, like I don't really mind it. Like while it doesn't interest me, I recognize that everything they show me isn't gonna like strike me as the most fantastic thing ever. Like I know they're gonna show their sports games, they're gonna show their kids games, they're gonna show all their like media features that I don't really care about. They're gonna show their TV integration.
That's the worst part about the EA's press conference, is when they go to the sports and they talk about it for like half an hour.
Yeah.
I know sports games sell a lot, and I know people love it, but I'm sorry. It's
yeah,
so
and they
boring.
bring us some obscure or some somewhat obscure sports star, which I'm like, I'm sure he's important to somebody.
Yeah.
Just not me.
Should they have
And Usher
like what they
performs.
did this time? Should they do separate conferences like Microsoft had? Like their first conference was just for the 360 and its features.
I like that.
But you can't really justify that just for kids games, can you? Because kids aren't going to be watching it.
No.
It sucks
I
too
think-
because those kids are just like developers' kids that they had to like. Oh, we need a kid. All right, here's my kid.
I think the more of a topic they're discussing that is like a small niche, I think it should be like the time given to the amount of time or to the amount of people that care should be like within a ratio.
Maybe they should just announce what they got coming out, but not
Yeah.
actually do a demo. We don't
do a
need to see a
list.
Connectables demo.
Or maybe
That was a
like,
long demo too.
why don't they do
Yeah.
a montage trailer? They'd be like,
No, those are even worse.
no, but I mean, like,
Like the
you
ones
don't
Sony opens
like
with
that.
every-
You don't like that, but
Those
I
are
mean,
good.
like parents, like if you were a
I
parent,
think
you
they
would,
use the same song every time.
well, they would use the same song, whatever. But I mean, it would be a low quality trailer. But as a parent, you would look at it and you'd be like, okay, cool. They could do Connect. They could jump around with like the Cookie Monster and Sesame Street. They could do whatever. Okay, cool, done. They only need a little bit of information so that they know if they could buy stuff for their kid. That's it. And if you need to look up more, go to the website.
Those fucking montage trailers with the perfect IKEA living rooms with like the beautiful people.
God
You
damn
never
it.
see an ugly or fat person in any of those trailers.
I should be in one of
It's
those.
always slow
trailers.
motion control
Yeah.
shots too.
Yeah.
And to be fair, in a lot of commercials, there's always the smoking hot wife with the big fat husband.
Yeah.
I'm
Where's
down for
my
that.
smoking hot wife? I have one of those living rooms that looks like an IKEA living room.
Okay, well, I think that does it for episode 31 of Day One Bash.
And what time index are we at?
What time?
How long?
Hour 18. Minus 6.
6 minutes.
That's
Hour 12.
perfect.
Okay.
You satisfied with an hour 12?
I am. That's good. So, yeah, remember to follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to us on the YouTube here.
On the YouTubes.
And are we still
Sure,
sending out MP3s to people? They still enjoying this?
You guys manage that.
Is your own?
Yeah, I'll do it, but after next week, I'm gonna be managing very little with this stuff.
Well,
Yeah,
just
yeah, I
show
understand.
me what you do, and I will do it.
I'll let him do it. It's MPEG stream clip that I used to.
Okay, but we'll get it out for you people.
All right, so yeah, we'll have more information about Fan Expo next week. All our findings and discoveries and
Maybe some Facebook pics.
yeah, all that. So keep an eye out and tune in next week. Thanks.
Peace.